can't wait to say Tawada, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Ruach Kadesh. Greetings to all the Israelites. Alright, man. Gotta do this work because we love it and we want to get redeemed. So we're gonna go to Zechariah 8. We'll start there, man. Alright. Yarushala, the holy city of the future, man. That's the future, man, of the hopeful elect. You know? Thus says Yahweh Elohim of hosts, I am zealous for Zion with a great zeal. With great fervor I am zealous for her. Thus says Elohim, I will return to Zion and dwell in the midst of Yarushala. Yarushala shall be called a city of truth, the Torah, the mountain of the Lord of hosts, the holy mountain. Thus says the Lord of hosts, old men and old women shall again sit in the streets of Yarushala, each one with his staff in his hand because of great age. The streets of the city shall be full of boys and girls playing in the streets. Thus says the Lord of hosts, it is marvelous in the eyes of the remnant of this people of his people in these days. That's the 1/3, man. Will it also be marvelous in my eyes, says Lord of hosts? Thus says the Lord of hosts, behold, I will save my people from the land of the east and from the land of the west. Basically, wherever we've been scattered, man. I will bring them back, and they shall dwell in the midst of Yarushala, and they shall be my people, and I will be their Elohim, in truth and in righteousness. Thus says Yahweh Elohim of hosts, let your hands be strong, you who have been hearing in these days. That's the meaning of the great awakening, the hopeful elect. These words by the mouth of the prophets who spoke in the day of the foundation was laid, for the house of the Lord of hosts, that the temple might be built. For before these days there was no wages for man, nor any hire for beasts. There was no peace from the enemy for whoever went out or came in. For I set all men, everyone against his neighbor. That was when we were in the knowledge of good and evil, dog eat dog world. But now I will not threat the remnant of his people as the former days, says Yahweh Elohim. For the seed shall be prosperous, the vine shall give its fruit, the ground shall give her increase, and the heavens shall give their due. I will cause the remnants of this people to possess all these. Yeah, the 1/3 hopeful elect going to go back to their ways. To possess all this, and it shall come to pass that just as you were a curse amongst the nations, you know, that's the saying that it says, the last will be first, because the first should never be last. That just as you were a curse amongst the nations, O house of Judah and O house of Yasharalah, both the southern and northern kingdom, so I will save you, and you shall be a blessing. Do not fear, let your hands be strong. Thus says Yahweh Elohim, just as I determined to punish you when your fathers provoked me to wrath. Yeah, man, we paid for the sins of our garbage-ass fathers, says the Lord of hosts, and I will not relent. So again in these days I am determined to do good to Yarushala and to the house of Yahuda. Do not fear. These are the things you shall do. Speak each man the truth to his neighbor. And that's what we do, man. That's what people hate us, man, because we keep the, we keep the gospel in its truest form. Give judgment in your gates for truth, justice, and peace. Yeah, man. Just because we call you all out, man, for being fucking homos and being drug addicts and fucking wicked and sell out coons and all whatnot. Y'all hate us, but fuck y'all, man. We don't like you either, man. You know? Let none of you think evil in your heart against your neighbor, and do not love a false oath. Yeah, man, we don't fall for false doctrines. For all these are things that I hate, says Yahweh Elohim. Yeah, he does, man, because it's a knowledge of good and evil. Then the word of the Most High of hosts came to me, saying, thus says Yahweh Elohim, the fast of the 4th month, the fast of the 5th, and the fast of the 7th, and the fast of the 10th, shall be joy and gladness and cheerful feasts for the house of Yahuda. Therefore love, truth, and peace. Thus says the Lord of hosts. But people shall yet come, inhabitants of many cities. The inhabitants of one city shall go to another, saying, let us continue to go and pray before the Most High and seek the Lord of hosts. And I myself will go also. Yes, many people and strong nations shall come to seek the Lord of hosts in Yarushala and pray to the Most High. Thus says the Most High, in those days 10 men from every language of the nations shall grasp the sleeve of a Hebrew man, saying, let us go with you, for we have heard that Elohim is with you. I mean, that sooner or later, all these other people, man, because I doubt the two-thirds fucking idiot jakes are going to perish well, are going to realize, and they're starting to, that we have the real, we have the real gospel, and the Lord's with us. It says, Israel defended against enemies. That's chapter 9. The burden of the word of the Most High against the land of Hadrach and Damascus is resting place. For the eye of man and all the tribes of Israel are on the Lord. Also against Hamath, which borders on it, and against Tyre and Sidon, though they were very wise. Hamath is pretty much the fucking Arabs. Tyre is the Italian fucking Catholic Apollyon devil worshipping pieces of shit, and Sidon is pretty much the gutter rats in Europe. For Tyre built herself a tower. Yeah, man, you see, the Vatican heaped up silver like the dust and gold like the mirror of streets. Yeah, man, silver because, the queen of heaven, the moon, and gold because, Jesus, the son of the world, the sun. Behold, the Most High will cast her out. Yeah, man, you out, you fucking devils. He will destroy her power in the sea, and she will be devoured by fire. Ashkelon shall see it and fear. Gaza also shall be very sorrow. And Ekron, for he dried up her expectations. The king shall perish from Gaza, and Ashkelon shall not be inhabited. The mixed races shall settle in Ashdod, and I will cut off the pride of the Philistines. That's that Edomite philosophy, the Greek philosophy, And I will take away the blood from his mouth, and the abomination, the holy grail, and the abominations from between his teeth. But he who remains, even he shall be for our Elohim. Yeah, that means you good Edomite people, you're gonna have to abide by our laws, statutes, and commandments, and shall be like a leader in Judah, and Ekron like a Jebusite. There you go. See, y'all gonna be like honorary Hebrews. I will camp around my house because of the army, because of him who passes by and him who returns. No more shall an oppressor pass through them, for now I have seen with my eyes. The coming king says, rejoice greatly, O daughter of Zion. Shout, O daughter of Yarushala. Behold, your king is coming to you. That's Yahushua. He is just and having salvation. Lowly and riding on a donkey, a colt, the foal of a donkey. I will cut off the chariot from Ephraim, and the horses from Yarushala, and the battle bow shall be cut off. He shall speak peace to the nations. his dominion shall be from sea to sea, and from river to the ends of the earth. I mean, from Ephraim, that means that he's gonna cut off, from the northern kingdom, all your idolatry, man. You're not gonna be a fucking Catholic or a Christian, you fucking idiots, man. Now it says Elohim will save his people. As for you, also because of the blood of your covenant, I will set your prisoners free from the waterless pit. Return to the stronghold, you prisoners of hope. Even today I declare that I will restore double to you. For I have bent Yahuda by bow, fitted the bow with Ephraim, and raised up your sons, O Zion, against your sons, O Greece, and made you like the sword of a mighty man. That means that he raised up the remnant, the 1/3, against this Edomite philosophy and against 2/3 Kumjakes, man. Then the Most High will be seen over them, and his arrow will go forth like lightning. Yahweh Elohim will blow the trumpet and go with whirlwinds. That's the chariots, man. From the south and north, the Lord also hosts will defend them. They shall devour and subdue with sling stones. They shall drink and roar as if with wine. They shall be filled with blood like basin, like the corners of the altar. Yahweh Elohim will save them in that day as the flock of his people, for they shall be like jewels of a crown, lifted like a banner over his land. For how great is its goodness, and how great is its beauty. Grain shall make the young men thrive, and new wine the young women. There you go, man. We're gonna be redeemed, man. Salvation, man. You know what I'm saying? What more do you want, man? That's like an exhortation in itself, man. Glorify be the Most High for that, man. You gotta be thankful for that, man. But a lot of you ain't gonna even appreciate that, cause y'all too stupid, man. Y'all are so set in your Babylonian ways, man, that ain't nothing saving y'all, man. Now it says, let's continue, man. Restoration, chapter 10, man. Restoration of Yahuda and Israel, man. Ask Elohim for rain in the time of the latter rain. For the Most High will make flashing clouds. He will give them showers of rain, grass in the field for everyone. For the idols speak delusion. Yep. Where's Pastor Kuhn, man? Christian, Catholic, all these worldly religions. Nowhere to be found, man. And tell false dreams. There you go, man. You know, the diviners envision lies, they comfort in vain. Therefore, the people wend their ways like sheep. Yeah, everybody's scrambling, looking for, answers. At least you fucking sheeples. They are in trouble because there is no shepherd. My anger is kindled against the shepherds, and I will punish the goaters. For the Lord of hosts will visit his flock, the house of Yahuda, and I will make them as his royal horse in the battle. From him comes the cornerstone. Yeah, because from the darker brothers, the southern kingdom comes, Yahushua, and from him the tent peg, and from him the battle bull. From him every ruler together. They should be like mighty men. It says, right? Now it says that who threads down their enemies in the mirror of the streets in battle, they shall fight because Elohim is with them, and the riders of the horse shall be put to shame. I will strengthen the house of Judah, and I will save the house of Joseph, that's the northern kingdom. I will bring them back because I have mercy on them. They shall be as though I had not cast them aside, for I am Yahweh the Elohim, and I will hear them. Thus, those of Ephraim shall be like a mighty man. That's, that includes me, man. All the hopeful elect that awake from the northern kingdom. For, and it's those, and their hearts shall rejoice as if with wine. Yes, the children shall see it and be glad. Their hearts shall rejoice in their Elohim. I will whistle for them and gather them, for I will redeem them. Glorify the name. I see he has redeemed us. 1/3, and they shall increase as they once increased. I will sow them amongst the people, and they shall remember me in far countries. They shall live together with the children, and they shall return. I will also bring them back from the land of Egypt, man. That's America, Babylon, and gather them from Assyria, man. That's from the fucking zodiac sun worshiping, man. Mother Moon, all that fucking pagan shit. You know what I'm saying? And I will bring them into the land of Gilead and Lebanon until no more room is found for them. He shall pass through the sea with affliction and strike the waves of the sea. All the depths of the rivers shall dry up. The pride of Assyria shall be brought down, man. Basically, the pride of the, father, mother, son shit, man. Sun, moon, star worshiping garbage. And the scepter of Egypt shall depart. Yeah, the scepter of Egypt, man, which is, like I said, the zodiac, man, the fucking heavenly bodies, fucking star worshipping piece of shit, man. So I will strengthen them in Elohim, and they shall walk up and down in his name, says the Most High. Desolation of Israel, chapter 11, man. Open your doors, O Lebanon, that fire may devour your cedars. Wail, O cypress, for cedar has fallen, because the mighty trees are ruined. Wail, O oaks of Bashan, for the thick forest has come down. Basically, he's telling all the nations that, they're falling. There is the sound of wailing shepherds, for their glory is in ruins. There is the sound of roaring lions, for the pride of the Jordan is ruined. Yeah, the pride of you worldly fucks is over. Prophecy of the shepherds. Thus says Yahweh Elohim, feed the flock for slaughter, whose owners slaughter them and feel no guilt. Yeah, man. False doctrine, Pastor Kuhn. Those who sell them say, blessed be the Lord, for I am rich, and the shepherds do not pity them. Yeah, man, because Pastor Kuhn don't feel bad that he's misdirecting you, man, because he's getting paid, man, and he's being a pervert and fucking his congregation. For I will no longer pity the inhabitants of the land, says the Most High, but indeed I will give everyone into his neighbor's hand and into the hand of his king. There you go, man. So you're going to fall into the hands of Pastor Kuhn, and Pastor Kuhn's king is this fucking Edomite devil, man. So y'all fucked. They shall attack the land, and I will not deliver them from their hand. There you go. So y'all going to kill each other, man. So I fed the flock for slaughter, in particular the poor of the flock. I took for myself 2 staffs. The one I called the beauty, and the other I called the bonds, and I fed the flock. I dismissed the tree shepherds in 1 month. My soul loathed them, and their soul also abhorred them. Then I said, I will not feed you. Let what is dying die. Yeah, like right now, see, Pastor Kuhn, Christian, Catholic, they don't have no prophecy, so, their religion is dying, and what is perishing is perishing, and they're perishing. Let those that are left eat each other's flesh. Now y'all gonna eat each other, like I said, man. Glorify your name. And I took my staff, beauty, and cut it in 2, that I might break the covenant which I made with all the people. So it was broken on that day. Thus the poor of the flock who were watching me knew that it was the word of the Most High. Then I said to them, if it is agreeable to you, give me my wages. If not, refrain. So they weighed out for my wages 30 pieces of silver. And the Most High said to me, throw it to the potter, that price of the price they set on me. So I took the 30 pieces of silver and threw them into the house of the Lord for the potter. Then I cut it in two, my other staff bonds I might break the brotherhood between Judah and Israel. And the Most High said to me, next take for yourself the implements of a foolish shepherd. For indeed I will rise up a shepherd in the land who will not care of those who are cut off, nor seek the young, nor heal those who are broken, nor feed those that will stand still. But he will eat the flesh of the fat and tear their hooves in pieces. Woe to the worthless shepherd who leads the flock. A sword shall be against his arm and against his right eye. His arm shall completely wither, and his right eye shall be totally blinded and destroyed. There you go. See, so whoever's following, like, Pastor Coon, for example, T.D. Jakes, or even that Eat on My Piece of Shit Joel Goldstein, or Creeful Dollar, or whatever fucking Christian Catholic, whatever worldly religion fuck you following, he's just gonna lead you to death, man. That's what it's saying, man. I hope this was edifying, man. And if it was, then fuck you. You're just a fucking idiot gonna die, man. Because this is really pretty much for the hopeful elect, man. It's pretty much for those who are already in it, man. This is the high course now, man. So, shalom.